This is first off in my opinion. My name is Tom Swoope. I got the lovely Sapreea and the lovely Amber in the building today. We're going to ask some questions that you guys want to ask. First off, in my opinion, should women shoot their shot?
Ooh. They probably should. I think so.
Have you ever shoot your shot?
Yes.
You know what I get most of the time? In my inbox, a lot of women say they don't shoot their shot because if they're rejected, they'll never do it again. And I think literally you shoot, you fail, you try again.
For sure.
But women feel like, hey, if I try and I have to deal with rejection, I don't want to do it again.
When you ask them why, they said it.
Because of rejection.
I don't think that's the only reason why.
Yeah,
That's not why I got shoot my shot.
Why don't you shoot your shot?
I just think there's just a lot of nonsense to be flooded through. I'm more of an organic person, so I would rather be out in public I don't.
But that's limiting your circle, though.
You see the flat.
That limits your circle. Like when you're waiting for people to interact with you, you limit the circle of actual eligible guys that meet all of your criteria. So when you sitting around waiting, it's like, come on.
I think some people too are just raised. It's kind of a girls sit back, all the boys.
That does not work no more. That does not work at all anymore.
I don't consider shooting your shot a chase. If I see a nice guy, you know, I might, oh, you look nice. Like, you know, there's you in the camera. Y'all don't let me finish. What I'm saying is, if I see a guy and I'll say like, you look nice, or you know, like, if I feel like I'm at the restaurant or we're at the bar and I get to know him, if I like him, I might, you know, exchange, you know, some contact information.
How?
That's different.
Let me. Okay.
But that's natural.
We're sitting now. Me and you are sitting here. Shoot your shot. Come on, big girl. Come on. Shoot your shot.
So I would be like, so you know, I like our chemistry, and I would like.
I just met what chemistry?
I like our conversation. It could be deep.
No, you shooting you for the first time. What did you say to me?
Our conversation was deep.
No, the first time we sit. I sit down at the bar. You sit next to me. What's the first thing you say to me?
You smell good.
I get him.
Who does smell good?
I'm dope.
Where your girl at? She wearing it for you?
I don't have one. No, I don't have one right now.
Okay. You looking for one?
Definitely.
Well, I would like to take your number.
What?
I want to say that. I swear I wouldn't.
Listen, like.
But I wouldn't flirt.
What would that flirting look like? Because I think a lot of women, especially like somebody like you, you're an accomplished, independent woman, have your own business. Women like you don't know how to pick up good guys. Good guys. You end up going back to dumpster diving and picking up guys.
That was deep.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. When the Riri's in the system.
Oh, that's non-jury.
But it's like, for real, like, you end up using your bad picker instead of your good picker.
Ooh.
So, you know, you being, you know, early 30s, independent, how do you pick up good guys?
I don't pick them up.
Why? Like, you have all the tools to be successful in this. Like, think about it. In business, you're a good businesswoman. Those same skills translate to dating. But the thing is, you throw them all out for carnal instincts.
Oh, that's true. That's the instinct product talked about. We're the men versus women. I don't mean to say chase, but just for lack of a better word. I don't pick men up, they pick me up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in the past, I've never really had to. I just never really had to do that.
I don't go anywhere to be picked up.
Sure, that part, I did a store, that part too. That part.
The grocery store is a great place.
But even when we are out, we don't. So even when we are out, I go out with girls and we're in our own world.
And I think that's what it is.
I don't go out hunting for men.
Even if I go to the bar to go get something to eat, I'm in my own world.
Yeah.
I'm not looking at all 6 of them dudes over there. I might glance at them and see which one I would talk to. But if they ain't caught eyes with me, I'm going to just get this food and I'm going to get out.
Yeah.
But, okay, so this goes back to something I've said over and over and over again on my show. We want this ultimate prize of a relationship. But when it comes to vetting, pursuing, attracting, being intent, we like do the most minimal effort.
So you saying that we're supposed to be out here like
Hunting. Who does the hunting in the wild? The lion or the lioness?
it's lunch for a watching
No, the lioness.
It's not for a man to chase a woman. Sperm chases the egg. The eggs don't roll over to the sperm.
But you're skipping a step. The sperm chases the egg once the dick done been in the pussy. That's all I'm trying to say. And that's all I'm trying to say. You skipping a step. You ready? Okay. So it's like when you talk about women, like you, and I come back to you a lot because you fall into the demographic of a lot of women who have their own, women who are successful, but women who pick badly. And I think you don't pick badly because you have a bad.
I think it's the entertainment. I think it's just the entertaining. No? You won't come.
I mean, we can clean it up later, but what are we talking about right now? Like, when you say entertaining, like, you're smart enough to know what's not good for you, but at the same time, you get too deep based upon what?
I don't know what I get too deep on.
She likes the project, but she likes the project.
I think everybody likes a project because I think a project gives you a sense of superiority.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, I can fix that. They're good, but if I fix this, they'll be perfect. When at the end of the day, nobody's perfect.
I don't think I like the project.
You don't like the project?
I don't think so. It exhausts me for real.
So you don't like the project?
I don't think I like the project, Tom.
The camera's rolling. So you don't like a project?
No. So you feel like they come already equipped of how you want them?
No, I think that
Ma'am,
that's a project.
That's a project.
That's a project.
That's a project.
Okay. Yeah. I don't see it as a project though. I don't recognize it. If that's your definition of project, I don't recognize that as a project. I do recognize it as not everybody's perfect. Nobody's perfect.
But see, that's how you become emotionally invested in a project and not, before you know it, you at Home Depot. Because you fixing a project. Because we take these people in that we know need work.
Well, I did work though. Really.
Everybody, don't you lie. Everybody needs work. Yeah. But you know that this person is ill-equipped from the beginning to do what you need them to do.
I don't know that I recognize that. And I don't know that I recognize that. Clearly, I don't know that I recognize that.
Because I know it. I do it. I'll look at a woman and I'll be like, she got a fat ass. She has a particular set of skills. She might even be soft, but I know she don't got the emotional intelligence. I know she don't got the financials. I know she don't got the long-term commitment ability, but I'm still tinker. I'm still like, I can fix it. And 6 months down the line, I'm right back at the beginning.
Yeah.
I'm right back at.
Why is that? Why do we take on projects and be like, I could fix this?
I think it's being lazy. I really do. I really think it's being lazy. Like, think about it. If you've met good guys, but for whatever reason they didn't interest you, they weren't attractive, but then something about this person who isn't ready for you made you say, okay, I could fix that person. I can finesse this situation. I can, nurture this garden. It's crazy. But then at the same time, 8 months later, we sitting back like, why do we even do it? Why do we even do it? It's a wasted 8 months. And we do it over and over and over again. Why?
I don't know.
You done it.
I have. She's a nurturer though.
Go ahead.
And she's a mentor by nature. So I don't know that she even really recognizes. To my point earlier, I don't know that she even recognizes that that's what it is in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
I can dig that.
I'm recognizing it now, though, because I'm intentional.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm moving intentional. If I know there's something that's going to trigger me, I'm not going to do it. Because I know if I invest too much, because I am a server, I want to help you get to this level, get to that. But if I know it's going to overwhelm me, if I see signs of any type of triggers, I will not. I want to be very intentional, and like you said, I don't want to keep repeating that same cycle every 8 months. Like, I just don't.
And then you do this through your early 30s, through your mid 30s, your early 40s. By the time you in your mid 40s, now you got trauma responses. Now everything you do is like, I'm not doing that again, because that was how Tyrone got this off, and and that's how Derek got this off, and this is why I don't fuck with Matthew, and all of these different, men. And so now when you meet the guy who really meets all of your criteria, you scare that fool off.
It depends on where my mind frame is at. Right now, I've thought about all of that, and I don't want to be that woman that you're describing. I don't want to be her and scare off my potential forever person because of the trauma I have been through. So how do I equip myself for that situation?
What do men do to you right now that you're just absolutely tired of?
What do men do? They put on a facade. They don't come natural. Because I am a woman who has her own. You don't have to carry all your money in your pocket. You don't have to. I'm not looking for the wine and dine. Like, take me to the coffee shop. Like, I like the intimate things. I like the simple things. You try to roll me over with this expensive this, that is a turn off. That's a turn off to me. Because don't introduce me to a lifestyle that I know for sure you're not able to guarantee me that you can keep continually giving me.
See, the reason they do it, though, is because they granted entry. So something about whatever they did in the beginning, you actually opened the door for it.
No, I don't. I watch it. I do. It entertains me. It's entertainment for me. But I know I'm not going to give this person any of my time. Because I'm not interested in no man that carries a wad of money in his pocket. Why don't you have a bank account? That's weird. Like, on our first date, we don't have to go to Fleming's at Hyde Park. Like, we could have went somewhere simple. Because you just letting me know that you don't really got it. To me. That you just let me know that you don't really got it. That's a lot. Are you not, how do you feel about that? How are you on dating with a woman? Are you the Hyde Park man or a simple date man?
So, me being who I am in the world, and just who I am, period. I can do the high-end date. I can do the low-end date. I sort of listen to the woman. And what I hear from women is men don't know how to date. So what I always do is I provide a perfect dating environment. And so when I do this, then the women realize they don't know how to date.
What is the dating environment?
So, okay, guys never take me out to a nice restaurant and have good conversation. I got good conversation a lot. I got excellent restaurant creative choices a lot.
Okay.
So now you got to have creative conversation.
Okay.
But you don't know how to.
You don't think so?
Mm-mm. I take women out and literally they'll look at me the whole time and not know what to say. Because the thing is, they're so used to dysfunctional relationships, dysfunctional situations, or dudes talking about themselves the whole time. When I say, hey, tell me about yourself, they be like, let that. That's good. This is that. Stop it. Or they start talking about the kid.
Like your picker song.
Huh?
Sounds to me like your picker song.
Listen, my picker could be broken, corrupted, damaged, whatever. I done dated them high, I done dated them low, I done dated them rich, I done dated them poor, I done dated them ugly, round, old, young, everything. I'm telling you, when I say that, when you go from dating unhealthy to healthy, that's a big change.
It is.
And it's not simple.
It is.
If you went 15 years dating unhealthy and then you date healthy,
Yep.
you almost don't know how to talk.
Oh, yeah.
Well, unless you're a conversationalist. So talking is never going to be an issue for me. But I will say that there are definitely...
Talking or bullshitting?
It's the same thing.
I mean, it's ways though. So I feel like I'm dated unhealthy for so long, and now that I am dating healthy, guys don't know how to conversate. Because now the questions is like, okay, let's get to it, and they don't intrigue me. Like, I'm not getting the intelligent conversations. I'm not intellectually penetrated. Like, I have to be now. Ain't no kiki. I don't need all that kiki.
As women get older, you all become sapiosexuals. They all do. It's a migration. You know what I'm saying? And so I asked you this question. I asked both of you guys this question. How easy is it to have sex with you versus you wanting to have sex?
It's easier for me.
I don't have sex if I don't want to have sex. Is that the question?
No, the question is, you want to have sex.
Yeah.
How easy is it for the guy to have sex with you?
Ooh.
So, like, basically what I'm saying is, so, like, we're dating. You're attracted to me. Men usually are carnal instinct person. So the only reason I initially, started talking to you was, I wanted to have sex with you. So that's the first thing that's in my mind, right? So that's my initial goal versus your goal to vet me, to see whatever, whatever, and determine how soon are you going to let them ankles hit my shoulders. So what's that time for? Because I think men don't understand. Women want to have sex too. They just don't want to have sex with people that they're not connected to. Correct. So what is that balance for you guys?
I don't have a hard and fast rule when it comes to...
Is it a feeling?
It's definitely a vibe. And it is like you have to check certain boxes. For me, I've already done the whole flashy dating, high-end dates, all that. So Saprea's point, that's not what's important to me now. So you have to, at this point in my life, we've talked about this before, I can do a lot of things for myself. Doesn't mean that I want to, just means that I can. So when you come to me, you have to be able to provide things that I can't provide for myself. So currently that's like, emotional security and, like the intimacy, things that you don't get from just, I could go home pour a glass of wine, kick my feet up, and pull a vibrator out. I can get myself off. But if it's gonna be mutual and it's gonna be with somebody, it's gotta mean something. That's where I'm in my life.
Mine is conversation. Mine is conversation. If the conversation is like, we've been on the phone for 4 or 5 hours,
For a long time.
I mean, but that's a good conversation. I had that.
So you're one of the ones that you rushing the inside of the trunk of the car while y'all on the phone?
No, I don't be talking on the phone like that.
Are you you mop in the room for the house, or you like, I didn't even know I was on the phone. So I could mop in the room for the house.
Then click the whole closet.
I didn't even know I was going.
But that feels so good. To me, that feels so much better than sex. Like an intellectual intimacy or penetrate my mind first. Guy is black.
Why is she throwing her set off? Can you come over here, please, now?
Oh my God. I feel like...
To the tape, ma'am, to the tape.
Oh, you gotta go to the tape.
The tape, up there.
I feel like the guy that was spending 4 or 5 hours talking to her on the phone, is more into you than a guy than just passing.
Oh yeah, for sure, 100%.
Like,
yeah, it's not the guy's issue. I just don't like talking.
Because I feel like a guy can have sex with anybody. Yeah, doesn't mean that he's into her.
Yeah, no, for real. Yeah, I'd have sex with people they don't like all the time.
Yeah, but if a guy spends hours, sitting there talking to you, I feel like he's more into you.
See, that's your version of quality time.
Yeah.
So quality time. Yeah, is your love life.
Oh, is
so,
quality time?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, all right. For one, a lot of people need to take the quiz and know what their love language is. So they're dating without knowing what their own personal love language is.
Very wise to stay down. You know, go keep talking.
You already violated your witness protection. So, but to that thing, I think sometimes women, and maybe this is just me, so disagree with me if you will, that getting to know you portion, y'all put standards of completion, and men be like, okay, well, let me just complete all of the things on her checklist, and then I can get the coochie.
I stopped telling people, so when I was actively dating, people would say, what are you looking for in a man? And I would say, let's just have a conversation and figure out if we're a good match. I'm not about to tell you the rule book to dating me, because like they do.
But I feel like that's what he just said when he was like, tell me about yourself. Yeah. Like, don't hit me with those questions. Yeah. Yeah. Because first of all, I'm like, we meeting up to talk about some, tell me something about yourself. Yeah. Why don't we talk about this before we got to the face-to-face? We're not, it can't be awkward. I can't be hit with that question. Face-to-face. Like, we've already talked about this.
But it gets deeper, though.
But I just, for me, from my journey with guys, I'm not telling you what I'm looking for. Let's just see how this goes. Let me see if you fit in my criteria. Because dudes will do that.
And then change the script 30 days in, and you'd be like, hold on, you're not even the same nigga I was dealing with. Exactly. What's going on?
Okay, I get that part. Now, what I will say is, as a man, you guys are out-leveraged emotionally when we're trying to get to know each other. It's very difficult for a man to, like, be out of emotional balance. Women, y'all fall in love faster than we do. Would you agree?
Yes.
Okay, would you agree? And so, I can finesse you through your emotions and the psychosexual behavior that you need from me.
For sure.
This is why it's so important to have the right conversations up front, for you to have questions from me that actually matter to you and get deeper than what I'm trying to, because my goal is to get to the cooter. And to get to the cooter.
Is that the only goal?
Initially.
And
naturally, my goal is to get to the cooter. My goal is to have your booty cheeks clapping. So if I can, the easiest route for me to get there up front is to provide everything that you think you need from me. This is where you need to challenge me. This is where you need to challenge me. You need to get me out of my comfort zone. You need to knock me off base. You need to provide things for me.
So what does that look like?
So one of the things I always tell women, like, you need to listen to what I'm saying as well. So, like, if I'm telling you, I'm really into, like, home life and domestic, stuff and or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I have women that I talk to who say they can cook, right? And we date for like 6 weeks and I have not tasted any of your food.
Yeah.
That's problematic for me.
Yeah.
Bitch, you can't cook or you lying. One or the other. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's, you know what I'm saying? If we 6 weeks in and I ain't tasted a morsel, you're not listening to me. So basically, I'm gonna do whatever.
So what is your love language?
I'm fat. Of course, food is my love language. Anything you can do to provide me a lazy life is my love language. You gonna come to my house and clean it?
No.
You gonna cook some food for me? Hey, you got me.
6 weeks in, so a woman should be cooking for you.
If 6 weeks in, you asking me for rent money, hell yeah, you should be cooking.
I'm not one with that. I'm real about it. Thanks.
Hey, look. Hey, look, I'm telling you, when I tell you I just dated women 2 weeks in, and they been like, hey, look, my water about to get cut off. Can you help me out?
I could never.
And they got kids, so I was like, I'm Mr. Time. I'm just, yeah, I got you. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like,
I want to give it to you something that you and I would understand. 6 weeks in, if he's having phone conversations with you, if he's taking you out on dates, if he's showing you the emotional intimacy that you're looking for, that would be appropriate in 6 weeks. I think it's appropriate to have him over to cook a deal.
Yeah.
Not when he was crazy. We don't do that shit.
Yeah. Because what?
Listen, it's a lot of...
Yeah, come on.
Look, it's a lot of women...
That sounds like agenda.
But it's a lot of women...
Without somebody to pay. And when they're paying it, then I don't know what to tell you.
It's women and men who date broke.
They shouldn't be dating.
Exactly.
They date broke.
They need to stay home.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm enjoying all this here.
Okay.
First of all, but I think for us women, we have to really know what we want.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to set a standard. And you have to have open communication. Yeah. And you have to know some of the things a man does to let you know that he wants certain things from you. They'll touch you. Just all those little things to see if they can get to you. Mm-hmm. And if you don't know what you want and express it to him, and when you listen to him, if he tells you what he's about, believe him. Don't try to make it be something different. Mm-hmm. I thought I could change you.
Yeah,
no.
You better say it, child. You
better say that.
Yeah.
You fatness.
And then we get mad. He's still doing it. I'm like, but did he tell you?
He told you.
Who he was when he came?
So what about this? Let me ask you this. So what if you guys start off as friends? And so the basis of your relationship is friends.
That's all the only way we're going to do it.
Okay. So, but how you treat a friend is different than how you treat a romantic interest. How in order to a romance?
Not really, though.
I'm thinking about that question.
It is when it comes to like my needs. You and I are friends. I don't expect emotional intimacy from you. We keep it pushing.
But the thing is, you do.
I don't.
You do.
Not in the way that I would expect it from
I mean, it's not to the level of a relationship, but the thing is, when you talk to me and I talk to you, I expect a certain level of emotional loyalty.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, that's his big word.
And that can get really deep.
Yeah.
Like, you've told me things I would never tell anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to even bring up the midgets. But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And our friendship some friendships run deeper than relationships at one wheel.
Yeah.
But then when those friendships morph into romantic relationships, it's kind of like, how do you like fit the box? How does that work? Because now what I expect from you is not going to be what I expect from a man that I call my man. My man, I'm screaming my man. It's not going to be what you and I have.
It's probably going to be deeper, though.
It's a lot deeper. It's a lot deeper.
Yeah, it should definitely be deeper.
Yeah.
When you're friends first, it's going to be deeper.
Yeah.
And that's what you want. You want friends first. Like he was asking you how to pick up somebody or choose. I saw someone that I like, and I seized the opportunity because I feel like that this might be the only way, the only time. And the first thing I asked him, first of all, are you in a hurry? We were at a function. And then I asked him also, first of all, are you married? He said, no. I said, well, I'd like to get to know you. And that's basically it. I would like to get to know you.
Was this now? Is this grown, more mature?
Yeah.
Miss Beverly?
Yeah, mature Miss Beverly.
Okay.
But in my old ways, I chased you until you caught me.
Oh, no.
Listen, the thing is, I can appreciate what Miss Beverly is saying because, like, everybody has this narrative right now. There's pee in the dating pool. Listen, there's no pee in the dating pool. People are still getting married.
Yeah.
People are still dating. People are still finding healthy relationships. Yes. The problem is confusion and distractions.
Yes.
Social media is a huge distraction. Huge distraction.
Can you say it again?
Huge distraction. anytime you go through any adversity with another person that you're dealing with or whatever, what's the first thing you do? Swipe left, swipe right, I can find somebody else because I got 10 people in my inbox waiting to replace you.
Yeah, that part.
So it's hard for people to drop anchor on a person because of the distractions.
Yes.
When at the end of the day, people need to understand what substance is. And if you go back into a time machine, like people always say, like, well, you know, when Big Mama and Big Daddy was alive, things weren't like this. Life was simpler back then. There wasn't any internet in the 70s.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the distractions weren't there.
Yeah.
So it was a lot easier. And the things that we valued in people were different. Yes. You know what I'm saying? You could have a big head, bubble head dude, but he was on the deacon board. He worked at Chrysler. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He was from a good family. He was handsome.
Yeah, it is.
Now that nigga weird. So the things that we thought were attractive back in the day aren't attractive now.
Yeah. Well, we know too much about each other off rip, or we think we know, right? So like, you know, I always say anyone that knows me, you know, I'm a chaotic, I'm a crazy person. So if you go to my social media and you think you're going to get to know me based on my stories, you're going to be super confused because it just depends on the day that I post and what I post. So, but I think that is a false narrative, to your point. If somebody were to try to go to my page and try to get to know who I am and think that they're going to be able to figure me out and come at me correct, it's just never going to happen. And vice versa. I could go to your page. The amount of stories, craziness that you post on your page is the exact same way. People probably have no idea how to conversate with you just based on what you post alone, because of course as a one, I'm going to go to your page first.
Yeah.
And then second, and then third, and then fourth, and then fifth.
Nobody's going to get that I'm an ordained minister.
Exactly.
People with
Exactly.
and all that. They're not going to get any of that.
I feel like dating would be easier if everybody was intentional.
But I think a lot of people don't know how to be intentional.
I think they think they are.
I think you're right. But we're going to pause real quick.